What's up guys, Gunzilla here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Ghost Gun Review, and today's gun that we're taking a look at is the BULLDOG shotgun. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know I've slightly redesigned this series to where it's a little bit more articulated as far as the information layout. I kind of cut out some of the extra stats, but kept some of the crucial ones in, just so that you're not overwhelmed when looking at these stats. I wanted, when you watch these series of videos, that you kind of get a feel of what each gun is about, and you know whether or not to use them in your class setup. So without further ado, let's get to the BULLDOG shotgun. First things first, how is the iron sights for this weapon? The iron sights are not that bad actually. They're one of the more decent looking iron sights for shotguns. Now the trick is that you're probably not going to be using your iron sights too much because you'll be firing from the hip, and you'll find more success firing from the hip with the BULLDOG. So onto the damage for this weapon. It does 50 up close and 17 at a distance. So it's definitely could be improved upon in that stat, and it's on the lower end of the category as far as damage goes for shotguns, but for what it lacks in damage, it makes up for tremendously in fire rate. Doing 480 rounds per minute, it's the highest fire rate in its class, so it definitely comes in handy in close quarters gunfights, and it's something signature to the BULLDOG. Now on to the mag size. The mag size for this weapon is not that great. Surprisingly, it has the second highest mag size out of the shotgun category, but it doesn't cut it for the lower damage. So it takes about twice as many bullets to kill something as if you were using a different shotgun. So that being provided, you know, you really run into mag size problems, and I highly recommend using extended mags for this weapon. Now onto the headshot multiplier. It's actually 1 all across the board for every single shotgun, so it does very average there, and the aim down sight times for this weapon is 0.2 seconds, once again being the exact same amount of time it takes for every shotgun to go in its sights. And so really, you're not going to be looking at these two stats when making your decision to whether or not to use the BULLDOG shotgun, so you're really going to be relying on the other stats like damage and the rate of fire and stuff like that. So how does it stack up as far as penetration level? Well, it's actually low, but in its defense, every single shotgun is low penetration as well. So it's another one of them stats where you're not really going to be paying much attention to. Now when looking at the reload times for this weapon, they're not the greatest. They're the second lowest reload times out of its class, so it definitely could be better. So reload times when empty is 2.6 seconds. Reload when bullets still left the clip is 2.6 seconds, and reload cancel is 1.56 seconds. So this definitely hurts when reloading, and you will probably be reloading a whole lot if you're not using an extended mag, because with 6 bullets in the clip, you'll be catching yourself reloading a whole lot. So you might want to be using sleight of hand to kind of ease the pain of reloading at certain situations. So what is my overall opinion of the BULLDOG? I would probably give it a C+. Reason being because it's just not capable of certain things like the other shotguns are. Now it does, specialize in them close up to gun battles, but you don't find enough of them in Ghost Multiplayer. So if we had smaller maps, maybe it could be boosted up in its grade, but definitely I would say that it should be round about the C to D range because it just does not perform like the other guns. There you go guys, this pretty much wraps it up for this episode of Ghost Gun Review. Let me know your thoughts on the revised version and the redesigned version of Ghost Gun Review. Do you guys like it for the better? I definitely think I do, just because it's just more visually pleasing and it just flows a little bit more better with the way the information is presented to you guys. So let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in future Call of Duty videos.